Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Let's talk briefly about Lando Norris. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Albon, Jones and Leclerc, Vettel, Sainz, Perez and Esteban Ocon, Stroll, Gasly, Kimi Raikkonen and Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Magnussen, Daniel Ricciardo. They've taken a grid penalty, and Nicholas Latifi, Russell and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Some information on Russell. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Pierre is in the pits. fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well. No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. That's Pierre behind. The gap to the car behind is 1.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 10 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 46.1. Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.